Hello brew tubers and welcome to a brew day video. Today I'm rebrewing a beer I made in the summer, which is the Traditional Bock. When I did make it in the summer, it was during that 30-degree heat wave, and the fermentation fridge I had it in gave up the ghost and broke, so it was fermented at a much higher temperature than it should have been. So now we're in the winter, I'll be able to ferment it at lager temperatures. So yeah, we're going to be brewing that today. Got the hot water on, so yeah, I'll show you the grain bill. So I've added all of the grain. That's 2.75 kilograms of pale malt, 2.75 kilograms of Munich malt, 550 grams of Carib Hills, and 350 grams of Special B malt. No footage of adding the malt though, because I had the camera facing in the wrong direction, so I had about 5 minutes footage of the ceiling. Oh well. But yes, it's all added in now, and I'm about to start the recirculation of the wort. Just recirculating the wort. Got about another 3/4 of an hour to go before we start the sparge. So we've got about half an hour of the mash left. As you've seen, I'm recirculating the wort through the grains. So we've got all the pumps sorted out now. Just got to sort of control the flow rate a bit with that, because it's quite a powerful pump, so you tend to find that it's not draining through the grains quick enough, so you've got nothing at the bottom and all of it at the top. So just got to control the flow there. Got a nice glass of Cherryade, well, not Cherryade, but Crimson Sky, which is a sort of sour cherry beer, which is quite sour indeed for my taste, but it's very nice. I'm actually allergic to cherries, so I don't really know why I'm drinking it, but it's quite tasty, I suppose. Yep, so it's all going well in the old brew shed. Just wait for that to finish messing. Getting the sparge water up to temperature, and yes, lovely sunny day outside. No snow here in Watford at all, so it's yeah, very nice outside. Nice crisp winter day. Right, so we've reached the end of the mash, so now I'm going to just lift up the grain basket. We'll let that drain and then start the sparging. Sparging. Good old sparging. Right, so we're up to boiling point, and the first hop addition at the start of the boil is 25 grams of Northern Brewer into the hop spider like that. Lovely job. Another hop addition for the last half an hour, which is Tetnang. Final hop additions, which aren't really in pellet form or leaf form, but last hop additions, Tetnang at half an hour to go. 10 grams of Tetnang. Lovely job. So time to add the Protoflock tablet, which is Protoflock dust at the moment, but never mind. There you go. Need to buy some more of that, that's the last of it. So, since I saw you last at the Protoflock edition, we have reached the end of the boil, and we have transferred to the fermentation vessel. Unfortunately, my pad of eye ran out of battery, so I didn't catch any more footage since this moment. As you can see, the yeast has been added as well, and we've got a nice healthy foamy head from the aeration of the wort. So yeah, we're all good. I'm a little bit pissed as well. Whoops. So yes, the yeast has been added. It's Bohemian Lager yeast from Mangrove Jacks, which I've used before, so it should hopefully do a good job. So there we are, the end of brew day. As you've seen, the wort has been transferred to the fermentation vessel, and the Bohemian Lager yeast from Mangrove Jacks has been added to that. I'm going to be fermenting it in the ambient temperature of the brew shed. Won't be using a heat pad on it at all, because obviously it's a lager yeast, so it does require the lower temperatures for fermentation. So that's there, and yeah, 2 weeks time, let's see how it goes. And I'll be adding that to the to a keg as soon as that's ready to be kegged, as soon as it's finished fermentation. In terms of the Keezer, I've literally just finished the New England IPA, of which I've had quite a few today, and it's about an 8% IPA, so it's got me a little bit pissed, unfortunately to say. But that has literally just finished. This is the last of it. I've just poured from the keg before I got a load of foam. So my stout, my Burton Bridge Top Dog Stout, which is just finished fermenting, will be going into that keg as soon as I've cleaned it out, which will probably be tomorrow. And then I need to finish one of the other kegs in 2 weeks to add this this bock, which is a Christmas present for my dad, because he liked it so much last time I brewed it. It will be interesting to see how this version of the bock compares with the previous version. As you may recall, the previous version of the bock was brewed in the summertime during the 30-degree heat wave we had. And as a result, the brew fridge broke, and that was fermented at a much higher temperature than it should have been. Now we're in the winter, I can brew it at the correct temperature, so it'll be interesting to see how it compares and whether my dad still likes it. I ended up with 20 litres, 10.64 on the gravity reading, so exactly what the book said the original gravity would be, but just 3 litres down. I don't mind that so much because it's going into kegs. My kegs are 20. I've got 2 kegs of 21 litres and 2 kegs of 19 litres, so it will fit quite nicely into either one of those kegs. I don't really mind. By the way, no methylated spirit went into any of the beers. That's just out there because, just because. No, I don't use methylated spirits in beers. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, it's been a good brew day. I'm going to have to stop drinking whilst brewing, as you can see how it ends up. Oh dear. Got my little ashtray of nuts. Very tasty. Ben Skin's Brewery of Watford. Gone but not forgotten. And say, brewing in Watford is now represented by Pope's Yard Brewery, and good friends of mine. Although they will have to move out of Watford because the only thing that Watford Council seem to be interested in at the moment is to transform any potential site for small businesses into flats and houses. So there's nowhere for Pope's Yard Brewery to stay in Watford, so they're going to have to be going to have to move. So that's not very good, but life goes on, unfortunately. Yes, I'm going to wrap it up there, I think, because I'll just be drunken, rattling on of drunkenness, which is no good to watch really. It's not exciting television or YouTubing or whatever you want to call it. This is Droger beer. Right, so 2 weeks time I'll hopefully be transferring the bock to a keg. Tomorrow on Sunday I'll be transferring the Burton Bridge Top Dog Stout from the fermentation vessel into the currently empty New England IPA keg, which I've just finished because it was very tasty and it's all good. And yes, I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching these drunken ramblings, and I shall see you all again soon. All the best for now. Au revoir. Arrivederci.